Down, 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 down.
Sorry, President sir. Come through.
Oh, I have all memories that are here. So they will speak for yes, sir.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you today with heart full of gratitude as we gather for this special occasion,
all to the Felicitation and Induction ceremony being held today. It is a historic day for the NPP today. Today we are gathered here to celebrate the victory of our 5 councillors from Kohima and Timako. Also, importantly, we are here to welcome the leaders who are joining the NPP to contribute to the growth of the party and strengthen our presence and in Nagaland.
Sir, we also take this moment to commend the exemplary work of Meghalaya Police, particularly in the swift and effective resolution of the complex murder case of Raja Raghuvanshi. This achievement under your leadership reflects the efficiency, professionalism, and commitment of the state machinery. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to you and the Meghalaya Police for successfully solving such a challenging case in record time. Sir, your presence today here to felicitate the new elected NPP councillors and welcome the prominent leaders who have joined the party will undoubtedly serve as a source of inspiration and encouragement. It will empower them to work with renewed commitment and dedication towards strengthening the party and advancing its growth in Nagaland. Now, I call upon our Honorable MLA and NPP State President, Sri A. to felicitate our Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya and NPP National President, Sri Conrad Sangma. Sri Saidul Khan, our National Secretary, NPP.
Use it properly.
The 5 MLAs in 2023 general elections, a significant milestone that also contributed to the NPP being recognized as a national party. Building on this momentum, the NPP also made its presence felt at grassroots level in 2024 municipal elections. The party secured 3 councillors in Kohima, the capital city of Nagaland, and 2 councillor seats in Dimapur, the commercial hub of the state. These achievements are clear reflection of the growing support for NPP in Nagaland. The party continues to move from strength to strength, and we are confident that in the years ahead, the NPP will play an increasingly prominent role in shaping the political landscape of the state. Today, we proudly acknowledge the victory of our NPP councillors in Nagaland. It is now my privilege to invite our National President of the National People's Party, Sri Conrad K Sangma, to felicitate the newly elected NPP councillors of Nagaland. I now call upon Madam Nikali Sumi, councillor from Ward number 7 of Dimapur, to come forward for the felicitation, please. I call upon Sri Jonathan Yaptumi, councillor from Ward number 23 of Dimapur, to come forward for the felicitation, please. I call upon Sri Matthew Martin Suhu, councillor from Ward number 19 of Kohima town, to come forward for felicitation. I call upon Sri Visokoto George Kira, councillor from Ward number 14 of Kohima town, to come forward for the felicitation, please.
Can we have a group photo?
In the meantime, I will read out.
Yeah. Maybe I'll stand here in the middle. Okay. Thank you.
Prominent leaders from various political parties, including the BJP and the Congress, have joined the NPP to further strengthen and expand its presence in the state. These leaders have expressed their confidence and belief in the ideology and the vision of the National People's Party under the dynamic leadership of our National President, Sri Conrad K Sangma and the NPP Nagaland State President, Sri A. Nimnai Konya. The induction into the party marks an important step towards building a strong grassroots foundation and will contribute to the continued growth and organizational development of NPP in Nagaland. With their support, the party is poised to play a more significant role in the political landscape of the state. I am reading out the names of the leaders from BJP and Congress who have been inducted into the party members Nagaland and the portfolios given to them for the benefit of those gathered here today. Sri James Vizo, former BJP State General Secretary, has been appointed as the NPP State Vice President. Madam Rosie Yantan, former Nagaland BJP Mahila State President and National Executive Member, has been appointed as NPP State Vice President. Sri Nukshi Jamir from Nagaland Pradesh Youth Congress has been appointed as NPP State Secretary Administration. And Sri Tikopol John Kulunu, former BJP State Secretary BJYM, has been appointed as an NPP State Executive Member. I now request our National President to kindly once more come forward for the felicitation of the new members who have joined us. Former BJP General Secretary and spokesperson to come forward for the felicitation. Sri James Vizo is a veteran in political arena for the last 25 years, having served in various capacities in his political career. Sri James Vizo has been appointed as the State Vice President. We welcome you to the National People's Party, Nagaland, and look forward to your contribution each time represent the party.
Let us present.
Sir, I call upon Madam Rosie Yantan, former BJP Mahila President of Nagaland, Vice President and State BJP former National Executive Member, and many other portfolios in national and state BJP in her long political career of 34 years. Madam Rosie Yantan has been appointed as the State Vice President. I call upon Sri Nukshi Jamir, former Secretary Nagaland Pradesh Youth Congress. He has been a prominent leader in the Congress at the grassroots level for more than a decade. Sri Nukshi Jamir has been appointed as the NPP State Secretary of Administration. I now call on upon Sri Tikopol John Kulunu, former Nagaland State BJP Secretary and Dimapur District Executive Member of BJP, and who has been a public servant for the last 25 years. He has been appointed as the State Executive Committee member. Thank you. I will finish the balance of the names. Those who could not be present here today, but they have joined the party. So, Mr. Chimbemo Muri Isong has also joined our party. He is a former Nagaland BJP State Secretary and General Secretary BJYM. He has also been appointed as the State Executive Member. Shri Keo Sumi, former BJP ST Morcha Dimapur District and BJP Dimapur AC, has been appointed as NPP State Secretary. The following leaders have joined us from Congress. Shri Tapo Temsu, former Congress Vice President of Dimapur 3AC. Shri Tapo Moa, former Vice President Dimapur District Youth Congress. Shri Imti Onen, former Secretary Dimapur Youth Congress. Shri Mark Chitan, former Secretary Area Youth Congress AC2. Mr. Atrong Sandam, former Congress General Secretary Dimapur AC3. Shri Wang Shimeran, former Secretary Dimapur Youth Congress. Shri Bengan Pongen Onen, former Vice President Dimapur 3AC Youth Congress. Shri Onin Jamir, former President Congress Dimapur. Shri John Patton, former Vice President 3AC Youth Congress Dimapur. I, on behalf of my State President and Shri Mimai Ekoniak, colleagues and my colleagues in the State Executive Committee, frontal organizations, welcome you all and extend you the best wishes to all. Thank you.
Ma'am?
Thank you, communion sisters. That concludes the felicitation program. Thank you.
Supervised, addressed by Shri Conrad Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya and National President, NPP.
State President and Honorable MLA, Shri Konekji, our newly appointed National President of the NPP Women's Front, Madam Annie Cummingji, all the office bearers of the State Committee of the National People's Party, the Nagaland State Unit, all the members of the National Committee, all our respected councillors who are here today, all the new members who have joined us and have been felicitated today and have become part of the NPP family, and all my dear friends, members of the National People's Party, ladies and gentlemen.
I first of all would like to sincerely apologize for a massive delay in coming to this program. I am a very, very punctual person, but again, I'm a human being, so sometimes I do make mistakes. But in my last 8 years as Chief Minister of Meghalaya, I can assure you that 99.9% programs I always am on time. But today's programs were completely out of my hand. There was a big ICYM Northeast Conclave, and just the Felicitation program went on for about an hour and a half. So there were all the bishops and all the archbishops and all the fathers and all the sisters were felicitated. So I was telling jokingly at the end in my speech that I think there are lesser people in the room that have not been felicitated and more people have been felicitated. So majority were felicitated. So I really apologize. I tried my best, but it was very, very difficult for me to slip out of such a program. But I do thank all of you for being so patient and having waited for me patiently. And I'm sure that everybody is hungry also. So I will be very quick in my speech. Happy moment for the National People's Party. First of all, to Madam Annie Cumming, I really would like to congratulate you on being appointed the National People's Women's Front National President. Yes, I think she deserves a round of applause. Let's give her a round of applause. And we have seen that since 2012, since the time late P.A. Sangma had taken over the National People's Party as the national president, the party has been growing. We have had many, many challenges. Let me tell you, building a party is not an easy task. It's very challenging. And especially because there are so many factors that come into local politics that are there, which we cannot ignore. But through patience, perseverance, commitment, hard work, and focus on issues that are very much related and important to the Northeast, we've been able to keep the flag of the party flying high and been able to make a mark in national politics which nobody ever thought was possible. Yes, there are a lot of challenges, I don't deny that. And everything is not perfect. It never will be. But there is somewhere deep inside a sense of satisfaction to see that our party, a party that was born here in the northeast part of India, made by the people of the northeast, with no support or no kind of any hand of any other state from the rest of the country, today NPP proudly stands as one of the 6 political parties that has got the status of being a national party, and there is no other party in the northeast that has got that status. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. And as I mentioned to you, it's not that we achieved this in one day, or it's not that it's been a journey that has been very smooth and no turbulence or anything like that. We have faced thousands of turbulences, thousands. I remember in 2016, late P.A. Sangma ji and myself, and that was the last trip in fact we had together in a political sense before he passed away. And in 2016, I think it was January 15th or January 16th, I can't remember exactly. And we had decided we'll fight Manipur elections. And we went, both of us, just the two of us. And we asked some leaders to come and meet us. 2 people came. Just 2. It was a big hall, and there were 2 people. NPP Sangma and myself, and just 2 more people. And that's it. And that's how we started the party in 2016 and fought the election. And then, of course, 2 months later, P.S. Sangma passed away. I took over the party as party president. I contested the NP election. I won the NP election. 2017, before we could even understand what's happening, and with huge challenges in front of us, I decided at the point, it was just me and a few others. I said, no, we will fight in whatever way we can. I'm not going to give this up. This was P.S. Sangmaji's dream, we will fulfill it. And in 2017, from those 2 members that we had, we ended up getting 4 ministers in the Manipur cabinet at that point in time, including a deputy chief minister. And that's how politics works. And then after that, in 2018, we managed to form the government, and by God's grace, I became chief minister. The coalition partners demanded that I should lead. And now it's been 8 years since I have been, or the 7+ years that I've been leading the government in Meghalaya. And again, by God's grace, we are able to take the state forward. And in the last years, I've seen even the party. As I said, it takes time. I remember, I think all of us also remember, that at one point in time, BJP had 2 MPs with Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. 2 MPs. And today they've been running the country for more than 12 years and having numbers that are very large. So it's always, a process. So today, when I see leaders at the grassroots level aligning with us, it gives me a great sense of satisfaction and happiness. I thank our councillors. You have given that face. You have given that voice. You have given that connect of the party being a party that is right down at the grassroots level. Maybe a small step. We were not able to win many numbers, but that's how a long journey starts. That's how a long journey starts. So I'm so grateful, thankful to you. And once again, with all my heart, I want to give all of you a big, big congratulations. Though, of course, could not come in early, but I'm here today, so I want to congratulate you. To all our friends who have joined us today, I really would like to thank all of you and welcome all of you. All of you are special to us. Every single drop adds to the ocean. I'm not saying you're a drop. I'm sure you're much more than that. But I know that your contributions will be immense to taking the party forward. I really look forward to working closely with all of you in the future and building the party and building the state of Nagaland. Friends, I don't want to go too much into politics right now. Though of course I'm very tempted. I am a politician, so obviously for me I keep, listening to all these things going on. A lot of politics is there. A lot of politics. I don't want to talk too much about it. It's not the correct forum to talk about. But this scenario in a large number of places in the region are changing. Let me tell you. You see, when you look at politics at electoral, election level, it's a lot about timing, let me tell you, elections. And it's all about a lot of gaps, vacuums, as we call them. And in that, the party should be prepared and ready to be able to take advantage of certain dynamics that come out in politics at a certain given time. I think Nagaland is going through a very, very critical phase. I think I don't have to tell you in detail. A lot of things are happening in politics out here. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's too much of an open forum. But you know what I'm talking about. And things are going through a lot of change. And we will see that in the coming years, more opportunities will come out. And I don't want to go too much into details about what's happening in which political party and all of that. I mean, I have the whole dossier in front of me. So I don't want to talk too much about that, but I'm very much aware. I just want to share that with you. Whether you look at Manipur situation, it's a massive, massive change that's taking place there. As we speak, the political dynamics is changing very fast. You look at the national parties that become the alternatives are disappearing in one way. The regional fronts are not able to come up to the expectation that people are requiring it to come up to. The options that are there are limited. The question is, how do we take advantage of that? And similarly, in many of the states, if you study Mizoram, if you study the politics of what's happening in Arunachal Pradesh, if you study the politics that's happening in Tripura, I can tell you there's a lot of things happening. Even Assam, there are a lot of things happening. So without going into details too much, all I'm trying to indicate and hint towards is that in all of this complication, and in all of this political maneuver that's taking place, there is a huge opportunity for a party that is able to represent the Northeast as a voice, as a party that is going to come forward and represent the Northeast and also be able to connect with the roots out here, which is what actually P. S. Sangma wanted 2 decades back. 2 decades back. In fact, with due respect, Mr. Rio and Mr. P. S. Sangma, Mr. Chamling, Mr. Zoranthanga, I still remember that meeting in our residence, the leaders sitting and saying, we need to put this together. We don't have that voice because you have one MP, we have one MP, you have one MP. How do we put our strengths together and be able to present a front? And I think all of you remember that phase in politics. I was very much in the room, but of course I was the one bringing the water and bringing the glass and bringing the khana pina and chai, and I really was not, but I was listening. And I remember the talks. I'm talking about 20 years back. And those talks, you'll be amazed how it influenced my whole mindset. That till today, I am so firmly grounded to this belief. Zoranthanga is not Chief Minister of Mizoram anymore. Chamlingji also is not there anymore. I mean, he's not as Chief Minister anymore. And still P. S. Sangma is not there. But I was so taken by this whole thought process of, yes, we can do it. We need to put this together. And for the last many years, in spite of all the challenges, we've been doing this again and again and again. There's so many people who tell me, why are you doing this? That kind of a language. I said, I'm working on a mission. I don't know when this mission is going to be, fructifying. I don't know. But I know that I'm doing what my heart tells me to do. I'm doing what I believe. And I'm doing what people of Northeast need. Someone needs to do this. And yes, I may be walking alone. I'll walk, some people will walk me, some people will leave me. That's fine, but I'll keep going. And that is my commitment to all of you. That I will continue to work. Continue to take up issues. I can't even explain to you what are the different issues that we take up at our level quietly. Because I'm not a very, media kind of a guy who, want to take a picture and then quickly take credit for it. I want things to be done. I want results. So my appeal to all of you is that, if you will have that little bit of feeling in your heart, that yes, I see a sense of purpose in what our national president is doing. We have to work together. We have to join. It's going to be a tough journey. It's going to be difficult. but it is a purpose-driven journey. We will achieve a lot of things. Many people will not thank us also. But at the end of the day, we will have that sense of satisfaction that we made a difference. We were able to provide that 1% more relief, 1% more attention to the people of our region. I remember when CAA came out, the CAB, I had to call a meeting of all the Northeast states. And I got a lot of flack from, BJP leaders, Home Minister, and others, big leaders, saying, what are you doing? I said, I'm doing what my heart is telling me to do. You have to talk to us before you have to explain to us what is happening. We're not saying we're against something, but if you don't tell us, if you don't talk to us, if you don't discuss with us, how do we know? And because of that intervention, meetings were held, discussions were held, different areas were exempted, and different confusions were resolved. It happened because we all came together at that point in time. I still remember the meeting I had in Guwahati. It was a big headache for me because I had to take all the blame for it. But when I look back at it, I'm happy that I was able to give that voice and that platform at that point in time where we were then able to give and share a representation. So friends, I won't take much of your time. I can speak on and on and on and on. I can hear some stomachs growling also, so including mine. So I will not take much of your time. My only appeal to all of you as party leaders is that a party can only grow if you are connected with the people. Please remember that. As Chief Minister, I don't know how many of you are seeing my activities and all. I don't sit much in office, I tell you. I don't. My files and everything, I clear it all online. All the MLAs issues, all the party issues, I have a full system to take care of all of them. There's a full, back office that takes care of MLAs. All their applications come to me in the middle of the night. I get the applications. I quickly, if there's something very critical, they have to meet me. I organize meetings with them. I spend time with public. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. There may be a lot of pressure. People who come and say, "Arey, pani nahi mil raha, gaadi nahi hai, ghar nahi hai, blah blah blah." Well, you have to take pressure. That's what public leadership is all about. If you think it's going to be a cakewalk and a nice fairy tale, nahi hoga. People are going to be demanding, and I think we need to do that. We need to be different sometimes. My MLAs, some of them don't like it when I go down to the constituencies and I have a public hearing. I call all the officers. So all officers, MECL means Power Department, Water Department, Health Department, everything. Then I open the forum. I ask the public, please come, ask any question you want. Then public will come. Sir, we're not getting medicine. Then I call the health officer. Come, take the mic, please answer. So the health officer is like, sir, tomorrow we'll get it. And it's done. The next day this is done. But then now, because of this movement, we're actually having officers say, CM is going to come anytime. We better have the medicines in the CHCs and the PHCs. And it has an impact. So can we, I know we're not, at that scale where we can call the officers and thing. But what I'm trying to tell you is, we need to connect with the people. And so I would like to urge that we start this process of NPP and our party members taking up concerns and matters related to the public. That is how you become a public leader. You write letters. I told my youth, I'm telling our Women's Front, any issue that comes up related to women, any issue in any part of the Northeast, you should be the first person to write a letter. To me also, to the concerned Chief Minister of that state, to Delhi, whether they do it or not, we are the first ones who raised it. That is how we take things. I told my youth, there is a problem in the city, there's a problem in somewhere. I don't want any organization or NGO to come and write to me. I want the NPYF and the NPWF, Women's Front, to come and demand from me as Chief Minister, as your Chief Minister, that sir, this problem is there, I want you to solve it. Why should others have to take the credit? Why should others bring up the issue? We should take up the issue. So, I don't want to, of course, there's a delay the whole thing, but there has to be that activity. Without activity, party means nothing. I know that activities requires a lot of movement and expenditure and all. You'll have to work on it. You have to be realistic. Last time our party youth and all had met me and they'd given me a budget, but the budget was difficult for me at that point in time, to be very frank. I want to support you and help you. We can start in a realistic manner and do things in a slowly and build it up. I will be happy to support in whatever minimum way. It's very challenging for me. I have a lot of challenges. I have to run a whole state and many other things to do. So I want to support, and as I said, we will do things, but we need to work in a practical way and see how we can be practical and yet be realistic and be effective at the same time. So I really urge our party leaders that we must do that. And with that thought, I once again would like to congratulate all our leaders. I have been following the politics in Nagaland and all the northeast states very, very deeply. So I have obviously a lot of intel, I should say, that comes in, and I've got people in different positions, obviously. So all the information is always there, and so I know the movements, I know the activities that take place in different political scenes. And therefore, I see that, as I said, there's a great opportunity that is coming up, and I would like to see that the NPP should be in a position to be able to take advantage of that opportunity that is going to evolve as we move along in the future. So once again, I congratulate our different municipal members and councillors, as well as our new members who have joined us. I also would like to thank our existing members who are here, who have been with the party and committed and working very hard in spite of numerous challenges. I thank you all, but as I said, we will continue to work together in whatever circumstances, and as far as possible, we'll always be there to support all of you in your different endeavors and activities as we work forward to serve the people of Nagaland. So with these few words, once again, thank you for this wonderful program, and again, apologies for the delay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Esteemed senior party leaders, guests, my dear colleagues, as we conclude this fruitful meeting, I'm honored to propose my hearty vote of thanks to each and everyone present here. Firstly, I want to thank our chairperson, Honorable MLA Shri Namnie Kunya, State President, National People's Party, for graciously led our program smoothly till the end. The man of God, Pastor Jimmy Meiti, NST Covenant Mission Church. Thank you, Pastor, for invoking God's blessing into our meeting. We feel truly blessed by your prayer and support. Also, we are profoundly honored to host our most respected National President of the National People's Party and Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Sri Conrad K Sangma ji. Your presence has energized and motivated us deeply